Hello everyone. Today let's look back at a fight India had, not with weapons, but with 2 drops of hope. In 2009, India was at the center of the world's polio problem, having more than half of all cases. Polio threatened to make our children and our country's future unable to move. The problem was huge. Over 1 billion people, different kinds of land, and communities that were hard to get to. The virus grew well in dirty places, spreading quietly and quickly. For every child you could see who was paralyzed, hundreds more carried the virus without anyone knowing. Finding and stopping polio was a big public health nightmare, but giving up was not an option. Our children's future depended on it. The big question was, how could we reach every child, everywhere? The answer became our main cheer. Do boond zindagi ki, 2 drops of life. This simple promise brought the country together. It was the start of India's fight for a future free of polio. No one could win this war by themselves. The Indian government's plan to give everyone shots laid the groundwork. But it was working together with countries around the world that made a difference. The WHO brought their knowledge, UNICEF got the shots and built trust, Rotary got people to help, and the Gates Foundation helped new ideas grow. Each group brought special strengths, making a team that was stronger than all of them alone. Millions of health workers and helpers were trained and sent out. Shots reached even the most faraway places. Every house was marked on a map. Every child was kept track of. This never-ending organized effort turned the country's strong will into actions that saved lives. Together we made what seemed impossible, possible. The last part needed new ideas. The 2-part polio shot aimed at the last wild types of the virus, changing everything. India built one of the best tracking systems in the world, keeping an eye on every case of paralysis. The Pulse Polio campaign got over 2 million people to give shots, going door to door to reach every child under 5. Special ink on little fingers showed that each child was protected. The real heroes were our ASHA workers, mostly women, who were trusted in their communities. They came back again and again, building trust, calming fears, and making sure no child was missed. Creative ways of sharing information, TV, radio, posters, spread the message. If even one child is missed, the circle of protection is broken. Religious leaders, older people, and famous people joined in, breaking down walls and false beliefs. Their support convinced even the most unsure families. This local movement, driven by caring and not giving up, was the heart of our win. Every child reached was a step closer to being free from polio. India's fight became an example for the world. On March 27, 2014, India was announced to be free of polio, a moment of national pride. We did what once seemed impossible. India's win inspired the world, showing that even the hardest problems can be solved. Our plans and new ideas now guide the final push in the last countries where polio is still common. But the fight isn't over. As long as polio is anywhere, every country is at risk. We must stay watchful, keep giving shots, and protect every new generation. The promise of Do boond zindagi ki is a promise we keep making. Let India's story remind us, when we work together we can do amazing things. Let's finish the job, so every child everywhere can live free from polio. Victory to India!